Alright guys, so this is the 2013 Kawasaki Ninja. Just picked it up a few weeks ago. And I'm here to do a walk around of the bike. So it's a little dirty, a little bug splatter right there and there. I was going to clean it up. That's actually a job for tomorrow. A lot of planning to do. It's Halloween weekend. First thing I want to notice is how they've updated the headlights and the overall look of the front. And it reminds me, I mean, if you look back at the ZXs from previous years, I think this actually looks even better than that. The 636 that I mention a lot has the same headlights and the overall front fairing, giving it, I think, a really cool look. It does come with reflectors. Some people say, you know, to remove them, it gives it a better look. I just keep them on. To be honest, I don't really think it's that terrible that you'd have to take them off. Plus, it's an added safety. Another thing they've improved is that if you notice, the turn signals, at least in the front, are in the frame of the bike, which makes it look really nice. Unfortunately, if you come around to the back here, this is the standard fender that they basically give you. There are kits to remove that, and you could basically, they're really cheap. I think they're like $30. Again, like I haven't even really bothered to remove it yet. I may in the future, I may not. I'm still thinking, but I guess this is good because you see how this is flexible. So again, if you're a new rider and you fall, you won't break your tail light from an impact, or at least that will help. The rear tire, I don't know if you can tell, this is actually thicker than the 250s from the past, and it gives it a cool look. I actually like the thicker back tire. Still, bigger bikes will have bigger tires, but I think it's neat they included that. See the front panel here. So they've really improved the front panel. I don't know if you can tell. They've added a digital display and fuel injection to the bike, bringing it into the future, as a lot of people have said in the past. I'm going to turn it on right now and give you a glimpse of what it looks like at the start. So the way the fuel injection actually works is to operate. Now I park my bike with it in first gear, just so it's harder to actually roll away with. So I put it into neutral. Make sure the kill switch is deactivated. Turn on. It'll run through display. Actually, just so you can see it again, I'm going to do that one more time. So I don't know if you heard that, but it'll actually make a sound, and that's the fuel injection. But the display startup is actually really sweet. Once the fuel injection stops, it only takes a second by the time that this needle actually returns to zero. Quick startup. And in a few minutes, she'll be ready to ride. What I really like about this paint finish, and I hope that this camera can actually pick it up, is how it sparkles in the right light. Again, I'm sorry guys, this is a little dirty. Well, but at least you know what the white bike actually looks like once it's a bit dirty. But it has a really beautiful paint finish. Alright, so yeah, to set the clock, basically, when it has odometer, you hold the right button, and the clock will start to flash. Press the left button for it to stop flashing. Nice, friendly display. If you want to just go and change the hour, it's just another right click after you hold down the right button. And you can fiddle with that, make it 1, whatever. Press the left button to change the hours, which I'm doing. Right button again to move over, and then the left button to change the minutes, and then the right button to finish it. It'll bring you back to this screen, which you can go back. If you want to cancel out, hit both buttons. Or not. Do not hit both buttons at the same time. fix this here. Sorry, boys and girls. Hit the left button when both the hour and minute are flashing and it'll return. If you want to go to trip A and B, you just press the left button, trip A, again for trip B, and again to go back to odometer. To reset, you just hold A. I've already reset it to confirm it, and that'll be that. I'll do it again right here just so you can see it. And just reset to 0. Let's do here. So this is low beams. This is a very standard setup on many motorcycles. Push left. Push right, the same thing will happen, and press the button to cancel. Right now, standard low beam means one headlight on, which is the left, and you'll have a little bulb up here to tell you that this will still work. But the cool thing is, when the low beams are engaged, this passing button, you can press it, and what will happen is both headlights will light up. And what this does is, maybe say at night you want to pass a car, you can press the pass button to flash your left headlight and get their attention. However, when you turn on high beams, and as a safety, I always keep my high beams on just to make me more visible. It will illuminate both headlights, and notice as I press the pass button, nothing will happen. And it's because this headlight's being used for high beams. And that's that. Simple machine, beautiful, elegant. I guess I'll let you guys see what the exhaust sounds like. So let me put down this camera and we'll get her going. So yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that. Now keep in mind that was with a, pretty basic mic setup, but I wanted to give you guys some idea of what it sounds like, not just in my helmet. A few things to conclude. As I did say before in the previous video, a key feature for making this a good beginner bike is the low seat height. That makes it easier to reach to the ground and plant your legs for stability. It stops, and also if you start to topple over, it makes it easier to support the bike because you can plant your legs much easier. That being said, I know that people say, well, it's a smaller displacement bike, so it'll be more user-friendly. I want to give you guys a heads up and tell you that this is still a motorcycle. This is a really powerful machine, and combination of its lightweight to engine size ratio, it still will get you going really fast. The acceleration is pretty fast on this machine. I actually just got done with the 600-mile service, and what I can tell you is, after they adjusted the throttle, I thought it was fast enough, but they adjusted the throttle to be more responsive. And, that wasn't like a unique tweak. They actually go over these things and inspect them to make sure that it's at the standard that Kawasaki wants them to be. This thing can really get going. It's very quick to accelerate, and what you heard with the exhaust was at about 6K RPM. I'm about 300 miles away from the 1,000 mile mark, which at that point I can get it up to, well, at least by the manual, I can get it up to the higher RPM range and kick some ass. But I can let you know right now, even in break-in, I'm accelerating past BMWs and the like on the streets, and it's kicking some ass. And I'm getting up to 60 miles per hour in the break-in. This is the middle of the break-in, mind you. The beginning, it's pretty rough if you're an experienced rider, and you aren't being thrilled by just the fact of having the motorcycle, because you'll probably keep it under 45 miles per hour for a while. That being said, I'm really loving the bike. No regrets. It's brand new, and some people said I would regret it. I'm 6'1", 185 pounds, and they said, that might be too small a bike for you. You might get bored. But so far, I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. And I paid less money, and it looks amazing. It feels amazing, and it performs amazing. With this bike, Kawasaki has really just won me over. I think I'm going to be a customer of theirs for a while now, because they're just turning over quality products, especially for an entry-level bike. They've really upped their game to compete with the Honda CBR and even outdo their own model, the Ninja 250. So that's it for this walk around. I hope you enjoyed it. Tried to give you a little more than just a standard walk around the bike, give it some things to talk about. And yeah, if you like this video, please subscribe. I make them occasionally. Try to make one video once a week. This is Jester signing off.